In this video, we will be covering how you can set up policies in PayPeople. PayPeople allow you to make different employee groups. To create a new employee group, go to Setup screen, Organization, select Employee Groups. Click on Create a new, enter a group code, group name, or if any description required. Select the policy from the option you want to use and define. Select the policy from the option you want to use and define the policy you want to apply easily. First, we have a missing attendance policy. Click on yes if you want to deduct leave automatically based on the rule defined below. You can apply this time policy to employees in case the employee forget to mark his or her attendance, then deduct his salary or not. After a certain number of days, deduct how many days salaries for each missing attendance. Click on next. Next, we have a late arrival. Click on yes if you want to deduct or penalize employee late arrival in PayPeople. Next, add grace period. After 15-minute grace period or tolerance period, the deduction will be included or excluded. If you want to include this 15-minute in deduction, select on included, otherwise excluded. Next, select one of the deduction policies. First is the wage based. Deduct from salary based on minutes or hours. Next is the penalty base. Add lateness penalty for a specific time or the rest of the days. If you want to add some standard salary deduction, rupees for every minute of late arrival. Hour-based policy allow a maximum of number of days in a month beyond which leave is deducted for every number of late coming arrival. You can also deduct from leave balance first and then apply these salary deduction policies. Click on next to proceed with early out. If you want to penalize your employees early out, clock out the grace period after which your employee salary will get deducted. Select on included or excluded the grace period, then select the policy on which you want to deduct employee's salary. You can also deduct leave from leave balance first and then from the salary. We have hours in a day policy. If you want your employees to complete their 8 or 9 hour shift in a day, click on yes and on which next select the deduction on which you want to penalize your employee if their working hours is not complete within a day. Wage base, whether you want to deduct on hours or minute. Fixed base, if you want to calculate it collectively at the end of the month. Or percentage base, if you want to add some slabs on percentage basis. Next, we have missing swipe policy. Missing swipe policy is when employee missing a clock in or clock out entry. If you want to penalize it, you can select deduct number of days. If missing swipe in a month exceed, select according to your requirement 3 working days. If you want to ignore this policy after a specific percentage, you can select ignore missing swipe rule when average effective R percentage greater than 98% desired percentage. Next, we have the overtime policy. You can select overtime by employer type or by service period. Uh, Overtime by employer type, you have two options available: effective hours or absolute hour. If you want to calculate employees overtime on effective hours, select on effective hours. If the shift required employees to work 8 hours and the total hours of a day are 9 hours, then in this case overtime will be 1 hour. If you select on absolute hours, if an employee shifts end at 6 p.m. and last checkout of the day is 8 p.m., then in this case overtime will be 2 hours. Next, move toward employee groups. In employee groups, you can select multiple employees to whom you want to apply this group. After selecting your employees, click on Save button. You can also create multiple groups in PayPeople or assign different groups to different employees.